Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? What's up? We have 38 items to ship today. It was like 800 something dollars, but my brain is like spiraling right now. I don't know. Sometimes I get on these things where like I dive into a subject and I just get wrapped up. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I got going through this brain right here. But hope everyone's doing all right. It's Sunday right now. The baby and wife are sleeping in the living room, so we're gonna keep it quiet. But they're gonna go visit great grandpa a little bit later today, so we should be good. But I think we're far enough away; it should be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I had my yard sale yesterday. I'm gonna make a video about that. But the next video coming out, if you check my Instagram, I did a little picture. I'm done filming the video for how to ship items on eBay, and it's gonna be that'll probably be the title, but it's mainly clothes because that's what I sell here. And I think it's gonna be pretty good. Hopefully, that video can go viral. I mean, I'd love to get more newer viewers, and also I'd like to make like a nice chunk of money. I think I was just talking to Julian Bearded Thrift Machine. He had a million view video, so like that's a lot of money. But I don't know. It'll probably won't get a million views, but hopefully it just gets like maybe 10K. I don't think I've hit 10K on a video since the one with like the photos and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. Those instructional videos, it seems like they hang around and catch a lot of views. But yeah, glad that you guys are coming in. Six people already. So I'm able to do the thumbnail and then like go live but not go live, and that's how you can see the thumbnail, and it'll give you a chance to kind of come in. So I think I'm gonna start doing that a little more. I'm still trying to figure out like there's YouTube posts you can do, like a message board type thing. So I'm still fairly new at all this. But Bass and Coffee, hey, I'm glad you're here. So let's get into the first item. I mean, why not? I didn't have the most sales this weekend, but I devoted a lot of time to the garage sale that I had yesterday, which I made pretty good money. I'm not going to spoil it and tell you how much I made, but I'm going to make a video about that. So whenever the shipping video comes out, when I'm done editing that, I'm going to start editing the garage sale one. I think I got some pretty good interactions. Let's just hope that there's enough good content there to make a decent video. And I know the intro is going to be very funny. I definitely put a little bit of work into that, and I'm pretty excited to see how it turned out because when you film all this stuff, until you get it to the editor, you don't really know how it's going to work well together. You want to make sure things kind of flow like you're telling a story each time. That's what I believe, at least. All right, first item here. We have this North Face. Oh, Ragnar's barking like he wants to get out. He probably heard me talking. He was sleeping too in his kennel, but I'm not going to go get him right now. So the North Face, when I grew up, North Face was like the top end, like Patagonia and North Face were like hand in hand, like the top people for the top brands for like winter wear. Seems like North Face is kind of falling off. This is just a long sleeve button shirt. It's beige. It was a size large. I accepted an offer of $13 plus $8.99 shipping because anything in that range we like to accept. Got to get it out of here, It's going to Oregon. That's something. Yeah, so we got yard sale video. We got the how to ship video. I'm pretty excited for the shipping video because I don't know, like, okay, you see my rack here in like this area right here. Well, my wife, whenever we're having the yard sale, she's like, hey, we have a table you can use for the yard sale. I had forgotten I have another table. So I used to have, the rectangle tables from Walmart. Well, there's ones where the legs extend up. So it can actually go to like bar height, or it can go all the way down to like lower than coffee table height. So that table actually is perfect to set up here and like set stuff on and like product review type situation. And that's what I used for the shipping video. And it was super comfortable because I don't have a lot of table space here. I got two computers, a big TV monitor type thing here. So I'm kind of limited, but now that table, I just forgot it was in my closet. It was just stored away in the closet. So pretty happy about that. Oh, just dropped one of those plastic things. And I hear Seth. Seth's waking up. He's hungry. Usually when he cries like that, he's hungry. James Helms, hello from West Palm Beach. It's Florida, right? Awesome. Reclaimed Threads from Wyoming. All right. Is Wyoming the home? Is that Yellowstone? Is that Wyoming? These little things are just like the worst. That's why I don't take them off of the clear bags. They just get everywhere. They stick to your hands, the static and stuff. I'm not a big fan. First item down. Oh, almost slid it out the door. I do have my Nalgene today. I had a Venom sugar-free as the watermelon flavor. I had it earlier today, so we're going to hit it up with the clear. That's what I call water, clear. And this actually is CW Wesley. I got this in Oklahoma. I guess I looked it up. I thought it was like a Division 2 or something school, but it's like for Cameron University, something with like a church or something. But it was $1 for that Nalgene. And the last time I bought a Nalgene before I resold, it was like $12 at Lowe's for a Nalgene. So I picked one up for $1 because I'm frugal and thrifty. PK Zinc, if you keep it up, Sean, you will continue to prosper. You are doing great. Congratulations on the garage sale. Just watching him working. Measuring clothes for my wife to list later this afternoon. Nice to have the little duo. I appreciate all the compliments. Just rain the praise on me because it makes me happy. I'm not gonna be shameful about it. I like it. I like that people like me. All right. This shirt right here. If you guys have not been selling the Boy Scout of America uniform shirts, you're missing out. Now, this one only sold for $11.99. What's important to note about the Boy Scouts of America t-shirts is, one, they're beige. Two, they have patches. Now, there's two types of patches they typically have. They're hand-sewn patches, and then there's stick-on patches. People do not want... Did it just get dark all of a sudden? I cannot wait till my lights come in. I think they come in Tuesday. I'm going to just blast it over here. Anyway, so you do not want to get the iron-on patches. People will ask you when you have these listed, are they iron-on or sewn on? So what you want to do is when you're taking photos, flip the patch inside out so they can see the stitching, at least on one of them, because if it's on one of them, they're probably all stitched. That's what they want, because when they unstitch it, it doesn't leave like a nasty adhesive mess like the iron-on ones do. But this one was a men's small, and it sold for $11.99 plus $8.99 shipping. I've listed these as high as $29.99. If it's got like a lot of patches, it can sell between $30 and $40. But it needs to be like a large, extra large. Just try to picture in your head what the scout troop leaders look like, or the dads of those people. And a lot of times they're kind of big. So you're going to want the bigger sizes. But I pick them up all the time. The kids' sizes don't sell very well, because they like get the new uniforms or whatever. But yeah, the dads are just kind of like, oh gosh, like my kid's a scout. Let me get one of those shirts from eBay. So they sell all the time. I've sold dozens of those shirts for pretty good money. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Hey, Alex, are you going to the List Perfectly like social, the drinks and social? It's on Tuesday. I'm considering going. I don't know yet though, because like I live a little far from there and I don't want to drive home like after drinking. And sometimes I drink a little too much at those socials, but I may go. I don't know. I may go. Where's it at? Let's see. I would tell you through Instagram, but I may forget. So I'm going to just bring it up because I have it right here. It's called the Dallas, Texas Listing Party Tour, and it's going to be at the Embassy Suites Hotel, Dallas, Frisco Hotel and Convention Center. So Hilton, by the Hilton, the Embassy Suites by Hilton. So that's where it's going to be. I may be there Tuesday. I don't know though, because I got to like okay it with my wife if she's going to let me go, you know, because it's a bit of a travel. I don't live in Dallas. I live like outside of that area. So it's a bit of a drive, but I may go. Reclaimed Threads. Does your wife resell too? She does not. She used to steal the shoes from my inventory when I sold women's shoes, but she doesn't resell. She wants nothing to do with that type of business, and that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't want a team because honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd be wanting her to go fast like I do. And she'd probably be like, look, I'm going to take my time if I do this, and you're either going to accept that or not. And I wouldn't want that type of relationship. I think it's good to keep it separate. Some husbands and wives make it work, but I feel like it would only strengthen like the relationship between y'all because you're spending more time together, and we can discuss whether or not that's a good thing. But I don't think the production would be better, in my opinion. I think it would slow down. Sourcing may be good. Like, we've been sourcing together because she knows a lot about video games and like pop culture and stuff. So like sourcing wise, she's done good. Whenever I did hard goods, we would go on trips around, like road trip type stuff, and we go to thrift stores, and she could find some stuff. But no, I wouldn't want her doing like the grunt work. I feel like she would go too slow. I'd be too hard on her because I'd feel like the boss, right? I mean, because it's like my business. eBay is like my business, you know. Reclaimed Thread says my husband doesn't either. Yeah, I know. I mean, some people are either in it or they're not, you know. So All right, this one right here, it's a Ralph Lauren. This is a 3XL tall. I'm really getting out of solid color Ralph Lauren. On my garage sale, I pulled, I think, 85 men's shirts out of inventory, and all of them I was selling for $3. If they bought four, it'd be $10. And I sold a lot of those. And I'm glad because I paid like four or less for most of them. And this one's right at a pound. It's 15.3 ounces without the poly bag. So we're going to throw the poly bag in. Oh, no. That's never happened before. So yeah, it just ripped right through. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to just tape it. I'm not going to use another bag, but that's crazy. That's never happened. First time for everything, I guess. There we go. And I'm going to put one more piece of tape. Just because that's a bad sign if the poly bag rips right out. Okay, we're at a pound on that one. 1 pound. Nana Tink, hello again. Hello. Good to see you in. I don't come on the weekends very often. Usually it's either Saturday or Sunday, but I had the garage sale, yard sale. Do y'all say yard sale or garage sale? Because I feel like garage sale, it has to be in the garage. A yard sale is like, maybe it's a driveway sale because it was in my driveway. I wasn't going to have people come in my yard. But yeah, it went pretty well though. There's a good crowd. There was a lot of garage sales yesterday though. So people came in around like the 10 o'clock mark. It kind of like warmed up. I think it was like 45 degrees in the morning, and then it got up to like 75 in like a few hours. So it was fun though. I love talking to people. I love like making that cash, that tax-free cash, which I don't know. Cause if you're selling for a business, like if you have a lot and you're selling to make a profit, it's actually a business thing. So like, I don't know if I should claim that or not. I'm not really sure, but you can do it as a hobby, like a few times a year. I don't know. I mean, that cash is going to energy drinks for the most part. All right. This one is Izod Lacoste. When it comes to Izod Lacoste, I went pretty heavy in like the 3XL market, and some of them do pretty good. The long sleeves do a lot better than the short sleeves. This was a short sleeve. It sold for $671 plus $8.99. So, like $15. It's the kind of shirt that I would pay $1 for. I really wouldn't pay $5 for them at all. But they sell. They just they're a little slower movers. This was like a green striped one, I think. Yeah. Let's get it going right here. So I think I talked about like opening a storefront. I'm not opening a store anymore. My mentor, Cynthia, she talked me out of it. She's been in buy, sell, trade for like 30 years and had her own store. And she told me all the pitfalls. But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to talk to all the people in my town that sell or consign women's clothes, because none of them do men's. And I'm actually going to give business cards out, and I'm going to try to get them to direct the people that come in with the men's clothes that they want to sell to me. And then I'm going to meet them at a parking lot like near my house. And hopefully I can facilitate a few deals like that and get like a good amount of inventory, because they say people constantly come there with men's clothes and they just don't know what to do with it. There's only one person in town that consigns men's clothes, but I don't think they do buyouts. And I have yet to talk to them. They've been in this town for 47 years. So the first person I talked to, it's like down the road from my house, and they took my business card. And unfortunately, it was my old business card with like the division sign logo, not the shake hands logo that you see. So those cards should come in today, I think. I ordered 500, and the business cards are sweet. I should do a post. I'll probably do like an Instagram post or something, but block out like my phone number. And it's really cool looking. I'm really proud of myself on the business cards. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to all them, and hopefully they can funnel that so the inventory can kind of come to me, and I can just meet right by my house and get some good inventory and have them to go find it all the time. Yeah, man, that just ripped right out of my hands. That's crazy. In Florida, they call it a carport sale. Here in our 55 plus community park, a carport sale. That's pretty interesting. Reclaimed. I feel the same. Thanks for being so real. Your channel is so awesome. It's nice to have fresh new content. Keep doing amazing. I can't believe it. You're welcome. I will keep it up. Thank you for the praise. It gives me the warm feels inside. Nana Tink, agreed. I love this channel since it started. Amazing growth after you came back after a break. Yeah, I tried to come back a couple times, but I'm telling you, if you do not have the editing power for your computer, like if you just have a plain Jane laptop, it just doesn't. It's way too difficult to get good videos, in my opinion. Takes too long. Okay, the next item is a multi-quantity sale. This is going to be 3 Ralph Lauren's. I think they're the pleated ones too. They're all pleated. And I know I talked about not buying pleated, and I stand by that. I wouldn't buy the pleated ones anymore. At least I'm not going to. And he got 3. They're like size 32, 33. I don't know if I can fit all these in a legal flat rate. And this is actually one of the examples I use. The shipping video that's coming out, I think I'm going to launch it on Wednesday. The only problem with it on Wednesday is that's my sourcing day, so I can't like interact right away with the comments, and like that stuff actually helps the videos a lot. Within the first like 2 to like really the first 2 hours, when you get a bunch of traffic on a video, that's when YouTube's like, okay, this video has something going, let's push it out to more people. But I want to get it out today, but it'll be like tonight by the time I finish the edit and the thumbnail and stuff. So maybe it'll be like maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, possibly. Anyway, so what I do whenever I have 3 items like this is I really want to get it in a legal flat rate. So I usually try. I've got some strong fingers for how skinny they are, but I can get these in. Trust me, I can get them in. And if they don't, we'll have to use the poly bag. Yeah, nah, these should be all right. See what we can do here. I wish this was a little higher so you can see how this works, but how do we do this? Oh no, that's going to tilt my computer. Perfect. All right, here we go. Okay, then we're going to go one end here, and we're going to go the other end here. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. The lighting was kind of bad, but it wasn't too bad. You guys got a good shot of it. Should probably timestamp that in the end. So yeah, that's perfect, right? Super bulky. So in these situations, and you can see right here, like it began to split right there. Luckily, it didn't split. Sometimes it'll split right there, and then you get 2 pieces of adhesive to kind of take off. We're going to hit it with our piece of tape. So 1 piece of tape's good, but when it's this bulky, I'm always a little worried about the corners. So I bend them here, and I fold them forward. I bend this, and I fold it forward. So it's going to create like an oval, almost like not a football, but like, I don't know, like just an oval. Let's see, or a rectangle, not an oval, but a rectangle. And this is the same way. And these are pretty sturdy pieces of cardboard, though. You see? So we're gonna fold it down. There we go. Solid. Ain't going nowhere. Someone got hit with this, it'd probably knock them out, though. You know. And another thing is, like, had I done pirate ship with like the bag, it probably would have been like 40 or 50 cents more. It probably wouldn't have been that much. It just depends on how far it's going in the country. That's why the flat rate is so valuable, is if you're on like one coast, like I'm in Texas, so I have a bit of a shipping advantage. But if you're on one coast, like it'll really increase when you get over like the 2-pound mark, I think it is. And like, you know, the sizes. So the flat rate is just a tremendous deal the post office offers. And I always think it's going to go away. I don't know why I think that, but this is a good one. And then you kind of got to be careful about the label, because sometimes if you fold it and it comes out like jacked up, they can't get the gun on it. And none of them like to type it in, because I mean, look at how many digits that is to type in. It's like 22 digits. It's insane. All right. It just rolled off to the side. All right. Man, I'm thirsty, man. Julie JJ. Just started eBay and took my boyfriend sourcing at the Salvation Army. First 50 get 50% off everything event. What? And you know what he finds? A Saint Laurent hoodie. Retail for $1,190 and a Supreme shirt. That is insane. That's a good deal. First 50 gets 50% off. That's a pretty unique thing. So they gave you like a ticket, I guess, and then you went to the register and you're like, I got the golden ticket. That's a crazy find though. I wouldn't even know what that really looked like. I mean, I know I've sold that brand. I've sold that brand before, but I wouldn't really even know what like their logo, or did it just say like, what did it say on it? I'm curious. That's a crazy retail price. Reclaimed. I love telling people what I do. I know some people don't like to tell people, but it's been great advantage for my business. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like that when they start, and a lot of YouTubers are really like kind of like don't want to be filming in public and stuff. And I get it. It's super like nerve-wracking, but I do think there's a big benefit to telling people what you do because okay, sometimes you can get advice from people that like have no clue what they're talking about. And then other times you can actually like make connections with people who have been in the business and understand. Uh your van gang. I've missed Dallas, but I still live there. You said you miss Dallas, but I still live there. I hit the thrift store. Sadly, the competition in Arizona is getting tough, and I got to hit the bins. So when you lived in Dallas, you hit the thrift stores, but now you have to hit the bins in Arizona. Arizona, after the pandemic, like increased in population like crazy. Them, Florida, and even like some parts of Texas really, really increased. Yeah, you said the prices in the thrift are criminal. I got a friend, Brian Roning. He's in Arizona, and yeah, it's pretty bad too. So here's a dreaded pair of shoes. I know. So these are not valuable. They're Skechers. Um, Skechers, as far as like women's and men's go, actually is a pretty good market. The problem is, I used to spell Skechers Sketchers, so it'd be Skechers, and that's not how you spell Skechers. So I remember a bunch of my listings having the wrong spelling, so that kind of stunk. The problem is, these didn't go for that much money. It went for $8 plus $8.99. So this is something I should have taken down and put in my yard sale for $5. And the other problem is they're a men's size 11. So like fitting it in the legal is going to be a chore, but we're going to give it a go. I hate these kind of sales. I want to like, I met a reseller that came to my yard sale yesterday, and she bought a lot of women's jeans that I had on the table. And I told her if she could like help me buy the rest of my inventory. I have like 100 or so women's jeans left. See, they fit in there like this. So it's pretty much the same as those shirts. It's actually easier than the shirts. I just thought they were going to be too long. Usually men's shoes that are too long. And Tink said Mandela effect. I think it's just poor public schooling from where I grew up effect. So yeah, this one's actually much easier than the other one. Much easier. Honestly, spelling is my weakest. One of my weak points is spelling. Okay. Alex said a round rectangle. Pretty much. That last box, that last envelope was pretty round. So like these, since these, see how sharp it looks with the points? These are ones that I typically fold down just because I feel like it could create a little bit of problems with the conveyor belt. And I actually mentioned that in my video that I made today. The shipping video, how to ship on eBay. And I don't want to put like, I was going to put how to ship clothes on eBay, but I feel like it may not get enough people. Like it does have good shipping advice unless you're doing like breakables. I think that needs to be like, you know, if you're searching how to ship breakables or how to ship coffee mugs, I hope my video doesn't come up. Because if it does, I think I said in there, I was like, if you're shipping breakables, this isn't the video for you. Because all the stuff I ship, you can pretty much toss on the ground, you know. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. Just get it on there. And then try to make the label good too. So yeah. Nana Tink, thrifts in most states or most stores are insane. Yes, great idea to put yourself out there and hope you do good on that deal. Yeah, I'm going to pass the cards out to everybody. I think the reason I think it's going to work is because the customer probably doesn't get mad if they can't sell the men's clothes to those stores, but they've already brought them there. So they have them with them. And it's kind of like a bummer that they can't. And then they just go straight to Goodwill in my town. And then I have to buy it anyway. So if I can just get there first, I think it's going to, even if it works just one time, and all I had to do was pass the card out to a bunch of people, then that's a good sign that it could happen again. Okay. Matt Page, what's up? New Mexico. All right. All right. I know very little of New Mexico except Brian Urlacher came out of the University of New Mexico. I think. Was it New Mexico? I think so. Yeah. Random YouTube vids. How do you sell so many units a day? I accept low offers. I send out offers, and that's really what generates a lot of sales. If you just hold at your full asking price, there's a lot less chance you're going to get the sale. I mean, I price things at $15.99 plus shipping, and a lot of times people send like $10 or even like $14. So if you have no wiggle room, you're going to have to wait for that one person that just likes it so much, doesn't even bother, and he says, I'll just buy it. And then I also like to challenge these companies that like create an item and then have a certain price point, whatever product it is, they've usually put a lot of research into it. Most eBay sellers just look at the sold comps and pick the highest one. So like, I'm not an authority when it comes to pricing clothes. I have no clue. I have some clue, but I do not have like market research or surveying or data to tell me other than the sold comps. So I kind of just give it my best guess. And then I understand that I'm probably not exactly right because I have price buckets, and it's, I'm not pricing one item $3 or one item $1 higher, or another item a dollar lower. It's usually $3 jumps or like $5 jumps, if that makes any sense. This one is a Murano short sleeve linen shirt. It went for $9 plus $8.99 shipping, so that's $17.99 for a shirt, and pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I will take that all day. Let's see, I don't know what item's next though. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. The sun's out. Like, hopefully I can go for a walk with my wife and son when they get back. But I think it's like 65 today. So the little one, it's a little cold. He has like blankets and stuff, so it may be fine. Jill of all trades. I'm a mail carrier. Hang on, let me read the rest of that. You said, I'm a mail carrier, and it's very frustrating when we have those types of numbers in. It happens daily. I always type them in, but there are some who don't. So she's talking about when they can't scan the barcode because it's like folded over some of the lines for the scanner. And then you have to type in those numbers. And yeah, I mean, 22 numbers, that's a lot of numbers. You can easily mess up. And if they got to mess up, they type it again. That means pressing a button 22 times, if not 44 times. Yeah, that would be frustrating. This is Vineyard Vines. Did not sell for much money. Pretty much like a break even. $3.75 plus $8.99 shipping. And it's a men's small. Vineyard Vines, if it just has the whale on the back, they're not like the greatest sellers. I used to get pretty good money for them, like the $20 mark. And sometimes I still do. I think I sold a purple one the other day for some good money. But this one, like blue's like its most common color, I think. And they just don't sell very fast, and they don't sell for that much money. So, but yeah, it was cool. Like with the yard sale, I delisted like a bunch of items and I sold them at a yard sale. So I'm pretty happy how it turned out. And then like the bulk items that I got for really cheap, I ended up selling like a few of those, but I donated like 7 bags to Goodwill. So they're going to have to deal with them. Maybe somebody will buy them out there though. Jill says, then you don't have to update as it travels to place to place. Clerks don't always have the time to type all the numbers in, and they get a misscan. So yeah, that's not good. Misscans are about the worst thing you can get, other than just leaving the item at home or sending the wrong item. Although I'd argue sending the wrong item might be better than a misscan. Julie's talking about the $1,000 hoodie. She said it had felt lettering that says Saint Laurent on the front. Probably wouldn't have noticed without it. Wow. Yeah. And then we were talking about Skechers. That's listed as one. Yeah, Skechers is a tough name to spell. My video for fragile glass items is a great one. Ship that glassware without any worries. So Nanotink has a video about shipping glassware. Yeah, my shipping video is going to be just like the main methods I use. And that page just said yes. No context. Okay. Although I don't know what you were yesing to, but here's another shirt. This is Volcom long sleeve. So yeah, this Volcom shirt sold for $2 plus $8.99. So yeah, it's a lot of sales, but this shirt didn't make me any money. It arguably like made my money back, and that's it. So it's a bit like inflated, those numbers. However, it's important to know what sells and what doesn't, and it's a way to learn. And the other thing is, like, maybe this shirt would have sold for, like, instead of, 11 shipped, maybe it would have sold for 15 shipped, but it didn't, and maybe in the past it has. But I can tell you right now, Volcom long sleeve is a shirt I don't pick up very often. I don't pick up many Volcom like t-shirts either. But on this day that I bought this item, it was most likely a dollar item, and it was probably one for me to say, like, let me see how this does. Like, what does that Volcom shirt sell at? And it didn't sell very well. So Caleb Orr, what's up, man? How come you pick up a lot of Ralph Lauren despite the low sell-through on most pieces? It seems like a bust for low volume sellers. Yeah, so my reasoning behind it is I don't look at sell-through rate the same. Like if it's 20% sell-through, a lot of people pass on it, but I feel like I'm in the percent that makes those sales. So for me, it's like I don't see myself as selling it that slow, if that makes any sense. PK Zinc, Sean, you could or should do a yeah, should do a video short on how you yourself deal with low ballers, or a long form and include other perspectives that you are aware of. Lowball offers are the thorn in my side. Yeah, so I don't think it'd be very fun to make that video. Like, it was kind of hard making the shipping video because I didn't care too much about it, but I know a lot of people asked for that video. I got a couple orders in that aren't in the bin because they come in while I'm doing this, so kind of a little behind on which one's next. So the thing with lowball offers is just always counter, right? Just always counter and move on, because maybe they'll buy it at your counter price. Maybe they're just seeing what they can get, but just don't really decline. Just counter. So, or accept. I mean, maybe you need to accept it. But yeah, I wouldn't spend any energy on that. So yeah, here's that Ralph Lauren you were talking about. And this only sold for $3 plus $8.99 shipping, but it was a repeat buyer. So repeat buyers get a pretty good deal if it already hit my 75% off mark. But this same plaid, it's like a maroon and black. I've sold this for $20, $25. So just because this one sold for like, $12, it's fine. I don't really have a problem with it, especially because it's a returning customer. But like I said, like the same shirt sold for more. So I kind of have to just buy them all if they're at the right price. Like I don't, I usually pay like $4 an item. The Ralph Lauren's, I'll pay up to 7 or 9 if it's like really clean or has something going for it. But if it's something like this, usually 5's the most I would pay for this kind of shirt. But yeah, if you're only listing like 5 items a day, I wouldn't really bother with Ralph Lauren. But if you're listing like 30 or 40, it's definitely a money maker. I mean, I've made a lot of money from Ralph Lauren. Nana Tink, avoid a misscan at the end of the shipping printout. Print all your labels on a 9x11 sheet of paper. Easier for postal workers to scan all the labels on a sheet of paper. How you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know if that would work in mine. Like if you had them all printed out, they would expect them to be on the package. I don't think they would go for that in my town. I haven't tried, but I know them pretty well, and I just don't know if they would do that. And then some people say print out the manifest and scan the manifest, but that scan is different than an acceptance scan. So, because I used to do the manifest thing just because it was quicker for them, but you really want it to get scanned in like each label. I guess if you can get them to scan it all on one sheet, I guess that would work. They would have to trust that you actually have them all there, though. So I don't know. Flippin' 50 says click the like button and you put the YouTube emoji. That's pretty cool. Thanks for all the lives lately, Sean. Yeah, I'm trying to pump them out. I mean, when you have so many people coming to see like what you're doing or even like listening while they work, like I think it's a really cool thing. It's not like the biggest money maker, but I don't lose that much money doing it. Like I probably lose, well, some days I have pretty long ones and I lose a little bit of money, but I value my time at a certain point, and this video only makes a certain amount of money when it gets rewatched. And it's not a lot, but I think it's almost like that podcast type format, the long form stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I like doing it. It's almost like a nice it's a nice interaction with you guys. It's a good outlet to talk to people. So I think it's cool. So yeah, these first items, I always say this. Usually I say it in the beginning. The first if there's 38 orders, like the first 10 or 12 or so orders are usually like my sale items. So all these are 75% off. And mainly what they're doing is it's flushing out bad inventory and items that just like didn't sell for as much money. Now this is a Levi cargo camo short. It's not the woodland one. It's a bit darker, like grayish green and just really dark colors. This actually is a pretty good pickup, but it was a size 29 and it's sold now. So what happened was I picked this up towards the end of last year and it didn't sell in the summer. So now that it's spring, these cargo shorts, especially the camos, are starting to pick up. It only sold for $2.80. So that's like, maybe I should have upped the price and tried to sell it for like 20, 25 bucks. But I don't know. It's kind of like I don't go through the old inventory. I just flush it on through. And that's why I don't keep like track of what items are there, because so many of them sell at this price, and it just kind of brings the cash flow back into the store, and it just allows me to redeploy that money into a better item. But yeah, for shorts, I like to stay between like 32 and 36. I really don't like to go outside of those parameters. And this was a 29. So let's see. This next one's gross, dude. This is a Columbia PFG. So Columbia PFG performance fishing gear. This is just a short sleeve crew neck shirt. I know I paid $1 for it. It only sold for $1 plus $8.99 shipping. And the thing about it is their shirts have cool graphics on the back, but I don't think any of them sell for that much money. I've seen some with like the American flag with like fish hooks and different prints and fish on it, and none of them sell for that much money. So I'm not buying those anymore. And that was just one that I tried. And that's why I don't go through the t-shirt racks. Like I really don't know what I'm looking at in the t-shirt category. Like this Under Armour shirt I have on, I bought for myself when I was thrifting because I like how it feels. But I don't think this shirt sells on eBay for that much money, if at all. I mean, I know there's some like designer type brands that you can find to sell. It's just not those are typically priced up at the thrift store, unless it's just a standard cost. Like some Goodwills will have them like $2.29, I think, or $3.99. I would not pay $4 for a t-shirt unless it was a really good t-shirt. But yeah, I typically try to stay under $2 for t-shirts. And I just don't really know what I'm looking at. I did list a Tap Out Kimbo Slice vintage t-shirt yesterday. I think that was pretty cool. It's like, I think I listed it $29.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So that was a good one. Okay, one bucket down. The next item's a little bit better sales. Let's see. You're correct, Sean. This is Matt Page. Brian Urlacher's from New Mexico and attended University of New Mexico. Yeah, I knew it was like, I knew it was New Mexico. I kept thinking Las Vegas for some reason. Like in my head, maybe that's where he was from. His son actually is really talented as well. I think he's in like high school. He's either a junior or a sophomore. Caleb Orr, that makes sense. I figured it was more because your store had so many choices that users can bundle. I've picked up a few pieces myself and they seem to sit at like 2 views. Thanks. And it could be like, I wonder what you priced them at, because it could be priced too high. $20 for a long sleeve button shirt, Ralph Lauren, like if it's plaid, that's a good price. It'll probably hit. If you price it at 30 or 40, you're probably not going to get any views because it's just too high for the shirt. But yeah, my store, it's just different. And it's not even the bundling. It's not like people buy like my store, like it's not like a retail type thing where they're like, oh, I'm going to buy a bunch from this guy. That does happen. I think it's like 6% of repeat buyers. And most of those repeat buyers are buying like 2 items. More so, it's just the pricing I have, and I like when you type in Ralph Lauren, you're gonna see a lot of my store's listings, for certain sizes because I have so many. So there's a higher chance that mine are filling up that like first page or second page because I have so many of the same size, same color, and that's why it's a little different. Like if somebody just has one shirt, you have to battle against like maybe 12 of mine with the same keywords and stuff. That's what makes it a little bit different. Eric said Loren because I can't pronounce anything, dude. I know. So this is actually a tremendous sale. It's not a lot of money, but it's a FootJoy. It's a quarter zip, and it was new with tags. However, there was an embroidery here, an embroidery here, an embroidery here, an embroidery here. And no, it was not Scotty Cameron. It was a bank. And when it comes to banks, this is my strategy. It's the first time I found one with so many embroideries. Like there's almost more embroideries on this, like than some of those cycling shirts where it's just everywhere. So what I did was the price was good. I did get a good price. Like I paid very little for that. It was under $3. And the thing about it is I Googled the bank and I wanted to see, is this a one-off branch or is this like a chain? And it wasn't Chase Bank. I think it was called Simmons Bank. And there were over 200 locations in the United States. So that told me, you know what? I will take a chance on this because it's so cheap and I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I priced it at $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Is sold within a few days. So the next time I find that, or if I have another one, which I have a lot of these, I went really heavy. I bought them all. I think I bought like 60 or 70 that have these embroideries on it all at one place. And I was pretty confident because there was 200 locations. So that told me if there's people working at banks, which people that work at banks, in my opinion, are like, they're not stockbrokers. They're not like Wall Street type, that kind of guy, but they're like trying to be. So like golfing is probably something those people do. So you got to imagine that people working at banks are golfers and that this kind of meshes well. So like this one sold right away. I'm going to list the next one probably like $10 higher at $29.99 and see how long it takes to sell. But yeah, I'm really excited because I went so heavy into them. I mean, imagine buying all those and none of them selling. So then I'd be like having another garage sale or yard sale. So yeah, and the next one's actually a short sleeve polo with the same bank embroideries on it, but it wasn't new with tags. This one was, but even though it was new with tags, I didn't list it as new with tags because it'd been altered. I just listed it as used, but I put the tag right on front, like in the first photo. And sometimes people will say, "Oh, it has a tag. Why did you put used?" It's like, dude, obviously somebody got it embroidered. So like, I don't think Well, maybe you can order them from FootJoy embroidered, but most likely they were ordered and then embroidered somewhere. It is my guess. I could be wrong though. Maybe FootJoy does do custom embroideries. I just don't know if they're set up like that. Unless FootJoy would send them to their, embroidery company that they partner with or whatever. I just don't know if they do it in-house. So this one was a purple one, short sleeve. And I actually put lavender purple. And then, the keyword I use purple for eBay. And I put this one at $12.99 plus $8.99 shipping. And it sold the same time as that other one to a different person. So I'm going to list this one next at $15.99 to get closer to that $25 mark. But yeah, it sold really fast. Really happy about it. And this one's at 8.2 ounces. So I'm going to take the inside bag out. And I guess since I'm taking the bag out, I can show you what it looks like. So it looks like this. So you see, like, look how massive this embroidery is. Simmons Bank, and it's even got something right here. So when I saw these, I was like, dude, that's a lot of embroideries. And I honestly don't know what this UKG is. Maybe I should look this up. Maybe this is what's making it so valuable. I don't think so. I don't know. I just think golf is starting up. So I'm going to get these all listed and hopefully make some really good money on it because that's a really good sign. I thought these weren't going to sell very fast. I only listed 2 out of the bunch that I bought. Okay. The higher standard, I run your lives in rerun in the background. And oh, awesome, man. That's cool. That's the best. It's the best for me. So that made it under 8 ounces by taking that bag out. So we're going to go and get a cheaper price on a label. reclaimed, but you're driving traffic to your store, and that's good too. Absolutely. Yeah, the slow sales bring in it brings in buyers because they want a deal, right? And if I make one, two, $3, or even my money back on a bad purchase, I'm okay doing that rather than having it priced too high and just never selling and then running out of storage in my garage. And then I'm stuck with just a bunch of items that I think are like good items. And really they're just not good enough, you know? But yeah, and I think that helps. I think that helps my store a lot, you know. And eBay wants sales because they get their little fees off of it. So they're more than likely gonna send people to my store because they know I accept offers. And they know the buyers that send offers. They're not, it's super sophisticated. Like they're gonna know if this guy typically sends offers. Let's send it to this store that typically accepts offers, and boom, they're mated. Like they're destined to be together, and a deal will be had. Why would they send it to a store that had like no offers turned on or just never accepted offers, even though they had it? Um, they have all that. Water. Love it. Soap. Soap. Greetings from Russia. What's up, man? Wonder what time it is in Russia. This is a Psycho Bunny. I remember the first time I saw Psycho Bunny, and I was like, no way, this is an actual brand. It's like, this is ridiculous. And then I was like, oh, it's pretty expensive. And that was like 3 years ago, and it was way more expensive then. Now it's so. It was a polo, just like a little, or no, it was a V-neck, I think. Psycho Bunny V-neck, and I think it was red. This sold for $9 plus shipping. It's a pair of pajama pants. I wasn't going to sit around on it. I honestly don't like picking up pajama pants. It's just because it was Psycho Bunny that I knew it would sell right away. I asked a friend what to price it at. And he's like, I would just keep them. And I was like, I'm not wearing some pajamas with a bunch of crazed bunnies on them. Are you kidding me? And it went to somebody in Texas, of course. A fellow Texan wearing a bunch of bunnies around his house. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, to each their own, though, right? To each their own. Let's see. Yeah, 469 on the label. It's such a nice day. Like I've been running. I don't know if you guys look at my Instagram. It's Taylor_exchange. And I've been putting like some posts when I run. I've ran 2 or 3 times. Did I run 2 times or 3? I think I've run 3 times. No, I don't know. A couple times. And yeah, so like 3 miles in the morning. So like I'm actually looking forward to Monday to get that run in. The thing about it is I can't really run every day right now because my joints just like it just I don't know. And usually it's running on the road, so I try to run in the grass where it's a little softer. But I cannot go every day. Even if I'm like loose and running a lot, I still don't think I can run every single day. So I'm just running like every couple days. But today would be more like a lifting weights day. All right. This is a Carhartt long sleeve crew neck, and it sold for $8 plus $8.99 shipping. So you're at $17, and luckily it's under a pound. I thought it was going to be priority label because it is thick cotton, not like super thick, but pretty thick, and it's going to be under a pound. So that's pretty good. But yeah, running, lifting weights, it's just I've already built the base for my body. And what that kind of means is like when you go from not having much muscle to having like some muscle for your frame. Well, when you stop lifting, it seems like all that muscle goes away really fast. But when you start lifting, your body already knows where the muscle is going to go to expand and stuff. And you can get it back pretty quick. It's just, it definitely takes longer to get it back than it takes to lose it. However, it's not like that, I know I can get strong again. I just have to start somewhere. And running seems to be one of the ways to kind of melt off some of that fat and then kind of build up from there. But yeah, I think the warmer weather has a lot to do with it. It just makes me more motivated to want to. And I guess I just have my son right now. He's 4.5 weeks old. Did I say 4.5 weeks? He's 4.5 months. What am I talking about? He's 4.5 months old. So he's a little more sleeping. He's sleeping like a little bit better. So I'm able to have energy to actually work out, which is good. This one, ooh, this is a good one. This is a long sleeve camo shirt. Correction, this is a short sleeve Carhartt camouflage shirt. I've never seen a Carhartt camouflage shirt. I probably should have priced it for more. I put $12.99 plus shipping, and it sold for my full asking price pretty fast. I put it a little lower on the price because it's not hunting season, and it's 12.2 ounces, so we're going to take the bag out. But, you know, it's so rare to see Carhartt and camo, like, for me. I've never seen, like, a shirt. And this is, like, the real tree. It actually looks pretty old, too. Maybe it was, like, more of a vintage one. No, it's a screen print tag, but, like, there's certain prints for camouflage. There's certain camouflage prints that people just really want to get a hold of. They've been wearing it their whole lives, and then sometimes they can't find it, so they go to eBay. I don't know which ones those are exactly, but I know which ones sell fast, and I never pay attention because they all say like tree or wood or moss or breakup, whatever those different ones are. So I don't really pay too much attention to them, but this one's sold though. So let's see if it made it under the 12-ounce rate. Hopefully. Yeah, so it's right at 12 ounces. I'm going to slap the label at 12 ounces. I think we're okay there. PK Zinc got a full price $45 on our eBay store. A plain Psycho Bunny polo yesterday, maybe black 4XL. Okay. Yeah, 4XL is a bit different. But yeah, that's dope. That's a lot of money, man, for a polo. Flippin' Junior, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Glad to see you in. Glad to see you here, cheering us on. A little more people are in here now, so I'll give you a little update. We have a how to ship items video coming out. I filmed it today, so you'll see me in this shirt. I think it's pretty good. The first half, I pretty much go over the different receptacles that I put the items in, and then the second half, I go with a screen share on like some of these items here, like how I would price it and like the cost and like how I determine if to use pirate ship and the legal envelopes and stuff like that. So that video, I'm going to edit it tonight. I don't know if I'm going to put it out Tuesday or Wednesday, because I know Wednesday I go sourcing, and I know there won't be a live video, and I try to put like an edited video out. The problem is I don't respond to everybody's comment right away, and that actually really helps the video. So I don't want to leave that hanging. So it may be Tuesday and then not have a video Wednesday, but I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. Also, I had a garage sale yesterday, a yard sale, garage sale, and it went pretty well. I've set up the tripod in the corner, and then I would just turn it on when like a lot of people kind of came to the sale, like more than one or two. And it was pretty fun. It was rocking and rolling for a minute there. So that video is either going to come out the next week or like, I don't know. Just I want to edit it. I want to edit that more than the shipping video. So right now we've got Travis Matthew. This is a black board shorts, black and gray striped, and it sold for $15.01 plus $8.99 shipping. I've never found a pair of Travis Matthew board shorts. This is the first one. I listed it for $19.99 plus $8.99. I accepted the $15.01 that came in. So yeah, 9 ounces. Pretty cool. Travis Matthew like chino shorts actually don't sell for as much as I thought they did. I thought they were like closer to, you know, like a top golf brand for shorts, and they're just not there from what I saw. Christopher Lesnar. What's up, brother? What's up, man? Good to have you in. Good to have you in. Damn. Also, if you guys, anybody here is in the Dallas area, let me know if you're going to the List Perfectly Party in the USA tour stop. They're coming to Frisco on Tuesday night, and it's like a social, free drinks and food, things like that. So I'm considering going. I just don't know if I want to yet. Let's see. This next one is Abercrombie and Fitch. This is a men's small gray short sleeve polo with like a nice little embroidery on the front. It only sold for $7 plus $8.99 shipping, but like a couple bucks on these polos into $16. You know, not too bad. It's gonna be light. Well, it's 9 ounces, of course, not under 8, but pretty light. Yeah, people, they hate on Abercrombie sometimes. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna buy a Tesla with Abercrombie polos, but you are going to make a sale, and sales are just as valuable. $5.04 on the label. This is a cool one. I don't know if it's next, but this paisley looks pretty nice. I always like the look of those, but I would never wear it. It's weird. $147.17. So this one is a Ralph Lauren track jacket. Now, usually they have like track suits, right? This one was a size small, and that's why I took this offer. I priced it at $19.99, and I took an offer of $13.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So he's right at $9 plus $14, $23. So not great, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot for it, so it's going to be over a pound. Don't even have to weigh it. Actually, maybe I should. Yeah, it's 1 pound, 2.6 ounces. So it's going in the small envelope. And we're going to do it up right here. But yeah, I wouldn't list the track jackets together. I honestly probably wouldn't even buy the track jackets just because I wouldn't want to have the pants and the jacket in the photo, and then I wouldn't want to have to bag them together and stuff like that. But I think there's some money in those. Somebody likes that look. The track jacket. There we go. And I just looked at the price for this paisley cinch shirt, and it was $10 plus $8.99 shipping. And the reason being is it's missing 2 buttons on the front. It's missing this one and like the one down here. So it only had 1 spare button for like that size. It had one of the small spare buttons and the big ones. So I ended up accepting $10 plus shipping, but it's so cool that even without buttons, somebody's willing to pay $19 to get it repaired. I just don't think it would have went. If this one had all the buttons on it, I probably would have priced it at like $30 to $40 because it is that cool. There's really not many of those that I come across that are that nice. Some of them are like the bigger paisley. These are like the smaller ones. And I wonder what paisley even is. I know it's like the pattern print, but like who came up with the word paisley? Like, is there like a flower, a paisley flower? I don't know. John Cosgrove checking in from New Jersey. Great content. Cheers. Cheers to you. I actually haven't been drinking a lot lately. Usually during football season, I drink pretty regularly, at least on Sundays. But now that summer's coming up, usually in the summer, I drink a little more too. But now that I have a son, it's kind of like there's, you kind of got to look out for him too. Like you have to plan it more, You can't just like, I guess you could just like drink and say screw it. But yeah, he needs a lot of attention, man. And mom does a lot. She does a lot of the work there. So I really appreciate my wife. Because he's a handful. He's a handful. He's getting stronger. Like his little arms are grabbing and stuff. He's getting stronger every day. He's really long too. I don't know. He grew I think he grew 3 inches from the 2 months to 4 months in length. But yeah, the dude's long. Okay. This is a Ralph Lauren, and unfortunately, this is a 4XB that had stains on it, a lot of stains. And I didn't see it because it was like speckled brown stains, and it's so much shirt I didn't see like towards the bottom front where the stains were. It's still sold for $8.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So they're all in it for $18 just about. And yeah, if that one had 0 stains, that's like a $30, $40 shirt pretty easy. And unfortunately, it had stains, but it sells anyway. Still sells. Ping G, good afternoon to you too. You said you're having your lunch while you watch. Excellent. Excellent. What do you eat for lunch? I'm curious. I had we had pork tamales that we get from the store. They're frozen, so they're not like homemade greatness, but they're still pretty solid. Still pretty solid. And you just pop it in the microwave. Just eat it. Yeah, I had since I've been running in the mornings, And okay, so you watch like those Instagram people who are all like just buff jack people and they talk about eating good and all this stuff. Well, there's this one guy and he was massive and he said, yeah, when it comes to coffee, if you're going to drink it, just drink it straight black. He's like, don't put all that sugar and milk in it. And the way he said it through the screen, it made me think like, geez, he's right. Like I can just drink it black. So I've been drinking just plain black coffee. I eat one banana in the morning and a cheese stick. And then I go for my run, my 3 mile run. And then when I come back, I'll eat like an apple and I try not to eat anything else until lunchtime. So I didn't run today because it's Sunday and I was doing like family stuff this morning. And but it's been good. And drinking coffee black actually makes you appreciate like the taste of the coffee more because you're not just drinking milk and sugar. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know. Not everyone can do it. I can tell you that. But now that I've been doing it, I like it. I think it's good. Unless it's too hot. It has to be that right temperature for me. Okay, 146.57. This is a Ralph Lauren. It's yellow with blue stripes, and it sold for $14 plus $8.99 shipping. And it's a size small too. So classic fit. Now I learned something about the Ralph Laurens. I've been selling them for a pretty long time. And these short sleeve polos, they have some that the tail, the back part of the shirt is really long, and then they have some where they're even. The classic fit ones, to me, I think those are the ones that are even. The like regular ones are not even. They're like longer in the back. And I looked it up to see what the deal was. And it's when it's tucked in, it's to prevent it from coming up the back when they bend over, when someone bends over. Now, I don't tuck in my polos. And whenever I would get a nice Ralph Lauren, it'd be so long in the back. My wife's like, it looks like a cape or like, it just doesn't look right because it covers, your rear end. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, I told her, I was like, well, that's just the style, but it's meant to be tucked in. It's not meant to be worn out. So I think I'm going to try to find one where it's just a classic fit or just even. So, but I don't know. Now that I have a son that spits up all the time, I don't like wearing expensive, nice shirts. They end up getting it ruined. Swoop says, get on the gear. I don't know, man. I took testosterone boosters and I'm telling you, that gave me a bit of a boost, man. Like those are pretty good. But as far as like the full blown D-ball and all that, just steroids straight up, I don't know, man. It's too expensive. It's like $1,000 a month easy just for like a starter pack, and I'm not doing it, dude. It'd be fun. It definitely would be fun. You end up seeing me and I'd be like, today we're shipping this. And just like flex every time I like grab an item. Nah, I wouldn't do it, dude. It's too much, man. Nana Tink says black coffee is the only way to be a real coffee drinker. It's controversial. Yes, gotta run, sweetie. Thanks for keeping me entertained while I ship too. Well, thank you for coming in. And I don't know, that was a strong statement. Black coffee is the real coffee drinkers because a lot of people don't drink black coffee. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm going to get another item. We have, see, this is crazy. So this is the Nike Golf short sleeve, purple striped. It's a 2XL and it sold for $15.99 plus shipping. Somebody asked me recently, like, do these sell? And I think I grabbed one and it sold for like $8 plus shipping. But then this one sells for $15.99 plus shipping. So the answer is yes. Seems like the bigger sizes, striped, cooler designs sell better. Like purple's kind of a unique color. It's not like a black or a blue. It's a little bit less. They made less of them is what it is. So I would say they sell. But then a lot of times I sell these for like $7 plus shipping and it kind of, doesn't make that much money. So I just been picking them all up and now I try to narrow down like what's what. 10 ounces on this one. 517. Not too bad. Let's see. PK Zinc tracksuits, bib overalls are PITA. 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 But they sell for good money pretty quick. Only certain brands on the bibs and only vintage tracksuits. Those are outlier categories for us, like $45 polos. Yeah, I used to go pretty heavy in bibs. We have a lot of farmers where I'm from. We have a lot of just workers, like working guys, hands, ranchers, And the Liberty bibs, the Carhartt bibs, the insulated stuff, the walls. There's a lot of bibs, but they're so massive, dude. Like trying to take a picture of the bibs or like coveralls, it's just it just drives me insane. Like I hated it. Next item here is an untuck it. You got some plaid in there, the red, white, and blue. And this was a 2XL. So it sold for $13.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So I listed this one most likely at $19.99, but yeah, I'm gonna accept pretty much $10 and up on that kind of stuff. Unless it's if it's newly listed and they offer 8, I sometimes counter. Caleb Orr says black coffee is goated, 1 spoon of sugar or honey at the most. Yeah, I haven't been doing anything. The only sugar I really get is the fake sugar from the energy drinks. I mean, they say 0 sugar, but you know there's something in there to sweeten that thing up. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely easier. It's faster just pouring it straight from the pot into a cup rather than having to like do the whole thing. I know that's not a lot of time, but it's just less thinking, in the morning. Resell King saying hi to Ping. Ping says, I can't drink black coffee, needs cream and low calorie sweetener. Yeah, I mean, everyone likes it a certain way, Coffee talk. I almost want to do like a cringe opening to a video. Like if I do a day in the life video, would y'all want to see a day in the life of me? A day in a life? I would do the little cringe coffee pot making it. And actually for the garage sale video, I had the tripod right on the coffee maker, and I didn't put the black lid because I have a Mr. Coffee. I didn't put the black lid, that goes on top of it. I just had the coffee pot without the lid, and it made a huge mess. I was going to leave it in the video, but my reaction was so like, I wasn't like mad. Like I wish I would have had like a nice reaction, but I was kind of just like, oh my God. Like I was almost like, I had so much to do to prep for garage sale, and then the coffee pot over flooded and stuff. And I was like, God, dude, like how did that happen? And it was the one time I recorded it. So I was a little bummed out. But we got it. I just remade it. Let's see. This item sold after the fact. This is actually a good sale. It's a 511 tactical pant, but I don't have it in here because it sold while we were talking in this last hour and 7 minutes. Resale King said hi to Nana. Yeah, she just left. Nana Sink left. Thriftaholic for all sorts. I pass the majority of Ralph Lauren unless RLX. Yeah, I don't. If it's $4 or less, I buy it. Okay, this one is it's a 511 tactical. So this is the 511 tactical long sleeve button shirt. It's blue and it's a size small. Sold for $14 plus $8.99 shipping. So right at that $23 mark, where I like to be, man. It's good. Yeah, 511 tactical used to be like really expensive. Now it's like decently expensive, but it's not like it used to be. Oh, Nana Tink is back. Ping Jing says hi to Brandon. Looks like some of y'all people know each other's names and stuff. Swoop. Laugh loud, bro. You can rename your channel to Swole Flipper. Oh, God. Can you imagine? You're like, yeah, I'll only thrift heavy stuff. People are like, what? You don't go for profit? You're like, if it's not over 50, it's not worth lifting because I'm all about the gains. That's how the channel would be. The only thing I flip are tires. Tires and Luderman stones. I don't know if the voice is deep enough. Yeah, steroids. I don't know. I'm gonna pass on the gear. John Cosgrove. Sean, did you start eBay sales right off the bat with strictly clothing or general items? If not, what made you convert to clothing? Yeah, I started selling anything I could. Brian Roning, friend of mine, he's got a YouTube channel too that he wants to resurrect. He was telling me how he was selling a lot of button-up shirts, and I was kind of like, dude, that's not enough money. Like, who's gonna make money doing that? And then I think it was after like either my 8th VCR return or like I sold a laptop for $230, and the guy kept trying to scam me to get him to return like certain components, like money for the battery, money for this. And I was like, dude, just send the whole laptop back. I'll just take it back. I think that was the breaking point where I was like, you know what? I'm done selling this kind of crap. Like, and it's not crap. You can make you can make a living selling electronics. It's just you got to deal with some more headaches. You got to deal with a lot more buyer questions because if somebody buys, especially an electronic on eBay, they feel like you are the technical service, like for the end of time. Like anytime they have an issue, they're like, "Oh yeah, it was this one eBay guy sold it to me, so let me ask him." It's like, dude, I found that at a yard sale for $5. That laptop, like, I don't know if it works. I mean, I cleared it, I wiped it and stuff, but yeah. So I think that was kind of it. And then really getting out of shoes because shoes take so much more shipping time than shirts and jeans. And then now, honestly, it's like I hate when you say honestly. Like I'm trying to be honest. Now, whenever I ship like jeans, like this is I didn't even talk about this. This is the multicam 3XL, and it sold for I think it was 15 plus shipping. Usually, you can get 30 plus shipping, or at least 20 plus shipping on the multicam. Multicam is the one they came out with. It's like tan and green. It's one of the newer ones, but when you list these, you can't list them. You got to list them like a collectible. You can't list them as a like you're not supposed to sell government uniforms, but I think they phased that one out of the military. I don't know if they're still wearing Digicam. I'd have to ask my brother or something, but anyway, let's see. So yeah, so shoes now even jeans and pants like that, like I almost don't want to ship those. I almost want to only do poly bags and not deal with the envelopes unless it's like a heavy item. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. I just almost don't even want to pack that. Everything fits better in storage too, much tighter. And there's a lot more shirts out there than VCRs and laptops and stuff. Well, there's probably a lot of laptops, but definitely more shirts. Definitely more shirts. Good question though, John. Good question. Resale King says ski bibs sell as well. Yeah, they're just massive, They're just big items. Okay. We've got see if this is the right one. 96. So yeah, this is an interesting sale. So this is Puma. Puma short sleeve golf shirt sold for $9.99 plus shipping, and it's a size medium. I went pretty heavy on Puma for golf shirts because I found like a couple sold ones. And you know how, like I said, if the sell-through rate's slow, I kind of go for it. I bought a lot of them, and a lot of them did not sell right away. And I think Puma is just kind of a unique brand. Like they have quality clothing, but I don't think it's as strong as Nike or Adidas or Ralph Lauren, stuff like that. I think it's a little bit lower than mid tier, in my opinion. Okay. At least it was 7 ounces. It wasn't over 8 ounces. So that's good. But that, I mean, it's like $19 on the sale is pretty good. Swoop says if you're gonna start a day in the life, you need to start off with the life of a 6-figure eBay reseller. I've yet to clear over $100,000 profit on eBay, and I don't think I will. I think I'll get close, but I just don't. I don't think I will. But yeah, that is pretty cringe, man. I'm a 6-figure eBay reseller. I've sold $200,000, and I've only made, less than $200,000. The thing about it is somebody came at me pretty hard in the comments, and they were saying it doesn't seem worth it the amount of work you do to not make over 70 grand. Like I didn't even make 70 last year on eBay. But I don't think they understand like the difference between like building something for yourself and working for yourself as opposed to like clocking in for somebody else. And some people are fine working for other people, and some people only care about what's in their bank account at the end of the day. For me, I'm more worried about like what I get to do whenever I want to do it, Like, yeah, I have to ship items, yeah, I probably need to list, pretty regularly to make these sales come in. But if like my cousin got married in Tennessee, I was able just to stop working for a week, and just go to Tennessee. Like it's a lot harder to do that when you're in the corporate game. But yeah, they were just kind of coming at me kind of hard. And I'm kind of like, do I even bother explaining it? And then when people think like, what do people think profit margins are on like massive companies? Like, you think everyone's making 50% profit on sales? Like, no. I mean, yeah, if you're like an everything seller and you sell like 10 items, you probably can make over 100%, profit with your returns. But it just, when you're selling so many items, it's very, very difficult to do that from what I've been doing. And trust me, like a lot of people come at me and say, why not sell more better items like that sell for more money and stop focusing on this low end stuff? Like, trust me, I would definitely rather sell like higher end clothing items, but it's not available where I'm at. I mean, I don't live in a very wealthy area. Like, I have to drive hours to like richer cities to try to compete against hundreds of resellers who are selling like more than me a year or like well versed in this, and I'm not able to do it. Like, I'm doing the best I can, but it's just weird when people like attack and they're just kind of like, what are you wasting your time for? And I'm just kind of like, dude, what does your tax return look like, and what are you doing with your time? Like, I'm very curious, because most people watch because they're trying to replicate it or they're trying to get out of what they're in. And that's why I started watching YouTube, because I was tired of busting my butt for somebody else for like pennies, and having you're just like you're like that person's labor, you're trading your life for them to make way more money, you know. I'd rather make the money, but yeah, no, if I could make more money, I would, trust me. And I've got some business plans going on, and like I am going to be able to make money from like different things, and it's just a matter of like learning newer skills. But I think I've got the eBay stuff down to make between like 60 and 80K a year. I think I'm going to be able to do that for a long time. And I may hire somebody, but I'd rather not hire, because it's just someone that depends on you so much. And it's like, I already have my wife and kid and dog. I don't want to like add on somebody else, because then you're turning more into like, you lose some freedom when you have people, like an employee or a storefront that your customers expect you to be open. Well, it's enough. That was good. That was a bit of a rant. I just got a little heated because of that one person, and they messaged me at the garage sale, or that's when I read the comment. It was during my garage sale yesterday, and somebody was trying to pay, and I was just reading it, and I looked up, and I was so like, I was like, let me just read this later, so I can fire these people up. But you can only, what are you going to do in a comment section? Like, anyway, dude, did not want to go there, but we went there. Let's see. So yeah, the day in the life of a six-figure. So yeah, Swoop brought all that up, the six-figure stuff. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how many true 100,000 profit people are out there on YouTube. Now, there's probably a bunch that aren't, but I think you need to sell closer to like 250 or even $300,000 in sales to hit to clear 100. Thriftaholic says, I pass on long sleeve buttons for so long. I regret it now. I go to the long sleeves daily to up my game. They're definitely slower movers. Okay, so this is a Nike Elite Dry Fit track jacket. This was a 3XL tall, and they wanted like $7 for this, and I didn't know if I should buy it, or maybe even $9. It sold for $29.99 plus shipping, and it did take a little while to sell. I think I'm gonna fit it in the smaller one. I pulled the big legal mailer out, but I'm gonna go with the small flat rate. Try to squeeze this bad boy in. Beatrice says, I love my coffee with all the good stuff. What do you put in your coffee, Beatrice? What's the good stuff? I hope don't tell me it's like Bailey's or something. Carrie says, hi, Taylor. Arizona here. Heart, heart, heart. Says, good sales for this week for you. Heart, 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 heart. Thank you. I do pretty well on sales. I'm not out there blowing money on stuff. So like these sales, they're definitely, it's plenty of money for where I'm at, but with I'll tell you guys. So as you know, come on camera, as you know, when you click on the links in my descriptions, which don't even get me started on it, but I called Amazon and I got it sorted. I get a kickback for those. Every purchase I get a kickback. There's also a thing where if you go to an Amazon product, there's videos for that product. Typically there's a video for the manufacturer, but sometimes there's just guy in his house video, and it's not even like a high quality production video. Well, if you watch one of those videos and then purchase the item, that person who made that video gets a percentage of the sale, just like the clicks for the links. So if you guys think about it like this, I'm driving traffic to those links because y'all are watching the videos. And I'm not doing that as like, I want to make money with my links. I'm doing it because a bunch of other creators do it, and you do make a little bit of money. But imagine making a video that let's say like Instapot. That's like one of the number one things that people need to watch videos. They go to YouTube, they don't know how to use it. Imagine if you have the one on the Amazon product that's number one. It ranks above, it has the best thumbnail, everything. Every time someone orders an Instapot and you get commission, there's probably millions of Instapots sold, and that person could be making like a ton of money. Well, I am an Amazon influencer now, and I'm thinking of like making videos for products like that. And then if people buy it out there, then they'll get it. So if you guys look, my new link, it should be in the description of this video. It's my Amazon storefront page. And that's pretty much like my own Amazon Facebook type page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create videos for like those products and whatnot. Somebody just typed in whatnot. Those videos though, I'm going to make like, hey, these are the clear poly bags I use for my business, and then show like the inventory, and I'm say, here's the poly bags I use and stuff like that. But ideally, I want to rank on some of those random items that are out there in the world. And a lot of items don't have videos at all, but then some of them don't necessarily need videos. Like if you're buying a bunch of paper clips, like, are you going to make a bunch of videos about that? Like somebody buying that's not going to need a video to see how to use a paper clip. However, if the thumbnail, if they scroll down enough and they see a catchy thumbnail, maybe they'll just watch the video just because they think it's fun, and then buy this paper clips, and then you get a commission off of it. So that's another way to make money. Like YouTube videos, like editing content, things like that is the future. So it's cool to like figure out how to do it, because there's a lot of ways that it can work. And reselling, I think, is kind of always going to be around, but it's always going to get harder. It's definitely going to get harder. That's my rant on a Amazon influencer program, which is a cool program. Came out 6 years ago, 2017. And it's like, when you see people say I made 10,000, 15,000 a month, like Amazon affiliate type stuff, they probably do, because they were one of the first ones to get their videos out there like that. Like it's not too out there to think somebody doesn't do it. Like if you create a video every day and you just get a couple to go like viral because the product goes viral and your video is the best video that everyone's watching, then yeah, you're gonna make some cash. Resell King. We are not wearing digital camo anymore. Okay, yeah, it's the gray one. It's not the gray one. It's the multicam one for the Army Air Force. Both of them use it. The green digital being used by the Marines and Navy now. Oh, okay, yeah. No, yeah. So I know when the Navy came out with their blue digicam, I don't keep up anymore, like what's current, but people love wearing that stuff for paintball and stuff. So I get some water, man. Yeah, paintballers, people that are camping, hunting, they like to wear that stuff because usually it's fire resistant too. I don't really put fire resistant in the title, but I probably should. I just think it's kind of understood. I feel like I have like an itch. Okay. Ping says, asking Carrie about Arizona because they live near each other. David P. How long does it take you when you start off before you see decent sales for reselling? Like 6 months? That's a good question. Let me get this next one, dude. I'll think about an answer. This is a Wrangler short sleeve pearl snap. I've sold many of these. I take that back. It's a long sleeve pearl snap. It goes for $13.99 plus $8.99 shipping. These sell all the time. It's got to be good colors though, and good size. Well, I've sold smalls too. Oh man. Okay. Let's get this one going. I would say decent sales. Man, it's such a tough question. Like, oh shoot. Let's get the label printed. Decent sales is a really hard question. The reason I say it's a really hard question is because if you're selling like high dollar items, like Apple products or whatever, they're going to sell pretty fast. And if you can get the supply, you're going to sell them fast. So David, ask me again, like what category? If you're talking clothing, I would say you would need like a pretty healthy amount of clothes. Unless you're just amazing at getting good items, it's going to take like, I would say like 10 months of listing every day. 10 months listing every day and probably listing like north of probably 20 items to do my model. It would take, I'm going to say it, about 10 months to do $20 sales. You would need like a good healthy amount of inventory, because 10 months by 30, let's just say that's 300 days, and you list 20 items. So that'd be 6,000 items. And then you can imagine selling like let's just say a percentage of those. Let's just say half. You sell half. So your store's up to 3,000 items. You're probably going to have consistent sales. As long as you're accepting offers and sending out offers, that's kind of how you can look at it. But very tough to say. Thriftaholic says 6 figures, but you do not know what they're spending on items. Well, that's the thing. Like 6 figures profit is 6 figures profit. If you're talking about 6 figures in sales numbers, I mean, you can sell a couple cars and hit 6 figures, right? But yeah, what did you pay for the cars? Yeah, there's a lot to the whole I'm a 6-figure reseller game that kind of dupes the newbies. And it's a little more challenging than you think. There are a lot of deductions, though. You can deduct quite a bit. Oh, this is a good one. These are Nike Golf Storm Fit pants. My finger was blocked out. These went for $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. They're a men's medium. They're blue, and I put windbreaker in the title. Okay. Flippin' 50 says there's so many advantages for working for yourself. You get to control stress. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, stress kind of comes in waves. I mean, some people are just better at controlling stress whether they're working for somebody or not. Because, like, I'm pretty optimistic. So even whenever stressful things happen, I kind of turn them on their head and, kind of flip them around. But yeah, no, you definitely have less stress working for yourself. I can tell, as long as you're successful. If you're not successful and you're working for yourself, it may be more stressful. It may be extremely stressful. Like if you're not making bills, if you're not getting your bills paid and you're working for yourself and you have a spouse and a kid, no, it's pretty, yeah, there's pros and cons to all of it. King's Servant. Most companies, from my understanding, make 10, maybe 20% profit on average. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the small stuff that adds up. Everyone waited for that huge ticket item to make 50% ROI on a single item. No eBay people would be able to go full time. Yeah, some would, but not all. It'd be hard. Let me weigh that one again. It's 12 ounces. I actually got away from picking up athletic pants, and I would consider that like an athletic pants. Just because of the waist, the drawstring. There's too many like people that are mediums that are actually larges, and there's too many pants that are mediums that fit like smalls. I mean, there's a bunch of issues, but if you pick it up and kind of like, eyeball it, and you know what you're looking at, yeah, there's a lot of money in athletic pants because look, it was 12 ounces. It's not like a pair of jeans that sold for 30. So it's that's a good sale. The vinyl sound. Hello, how's it going? Thriftaholic. We have all of our individual circumstances. Just stay honest like you're doing and you'll go far. Yeah, I think so. PK Zinc, your explanation just now on the net gross numbers, etc., current ASB, etc., are perfect reasons to pursue those. Consignment folks bring in items to you for hopefully good stuff. Yeah, and the thing about it is even if it's not that great, but it can still sell on eBay, it's like the time it takes for me to source 200 items is 15 hours. And that's including drive time. So if I can get like 20 items a week to my, a mile from my house, and they're all items I can sell on eBay and pay like, and honestly, like those people they want like a tank of gas or something. They're not going to want like eBay prices. They're going to donate that if you don't buy it. So they'll be happy to take $20 or something. So, and I'll have my 4-month-old baby with me and I'll say, please, sir, he just needs a little bit of milk and warmth. Can I have your clothes for cheap? No, I will use my son to my advantage when I can, but not, I'm not going to bring him to meet strangers. All right. So we have some Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson is a tremendous brand, as you guys probably already know. Now, I use Mechanic whenever I see any of the short sleeve button shirts. This one sold for $25 plus $8.99 shipping, and it was a repeat buyer. I had it listed. Man, my nose, I have like a nose hair. I don't know if you know, but I'm a pretty hairy person. I have like nose hairs that's like itching me right now, and I want to pluck them, but I'm not going to do it on camera. But I know it's hitting my nose, and it's really bothering me. Anyway, so that was listed for $39.99, and there's a repeat buyer comes and sends an offer of $25. Like, he's got it, man. Because you know what? It's a cool shirt, and that's probably a cool guy. So I'm going to give it to him, and maybe he'll buy my other shirts, He may buy, like, the other Mechanic shirts I have in there. He only bought one today, but He's a friend of mine, you know. My nose, dude, I swear. Okay. There we go. Bam. And I am gonna go to the post office and drop them in the little things. I know people are running mail, but they're not open today. At least mine isn't. The vinyl sound. I scored a brand new pair of Ed Hardy new at tags 42 size jeans for $5 yesterday, along with used zip up hoodie and Ed Hardy, both at a garage sale. Man, I wish I could have went. I had a garage sale, and I'm gonna make a video about it. I think y'all are gonna like it. The intro is pretty crazy. I got to make sure to edit it right, but it's gonna be good. This is G-Star Raw. It's the denim long sleeve pearl snap. I took an offer of $15. G-Star Raw, I mean, it is what it is, right? Not too great. It's okay. Vinyl Sound also got NHL jersey Reebok from the Penguins. $7 going for $130 on eBay. Yeah, jerseys a pretty strong category if you know what you're looking at. There's just a lot of cheap jerseys out there that, you know. That's a good one, though. It's a good team, too, for hockey. All right, we're going to take this down, though. All right. Print label. Purchase. Thriftaholic says, do you ever sell on Whatnot to move items? No, I've never created a Whatnot. I've gone on there to see how the men's modern category is, and it looks like a lot of vintage people that just jump in there to try to, like, I guess, get some attention, but I do not do it, and I probably would never do it. Do you use your, hang on a second. Do you ship your shirts priority or first class? I ship anything first class that's under a pound. This is a long sleeve button shirt, so it was over a pound. I had to go priority. I mean, I guess I could have went standard, right? But I just go priority. That's a good point. I've never even considered that. Okay. $129.41. This is another Ralph Lauren. It's a white long sleeve blue striped, and this went for $12.79 plus $8.99 shipping. And it's a size XL. And this one did have the like neck sizing in it too. 17.5. And it's under 12 ounces, which is dope. Dope. Boho Armadillo. Come on. Boho Armadillo. It just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Hey, Sean. Enjoying your videos, Sunday ship bids. Learning a lot about men's brands and pricing from you. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for the laugh, man. Thank you for coming in and saying that. It means a lot. It does. I know what it takes to type on a keyboard to somebody who's just on the camera. It takes a little bit of nerve. Carrie, Ping in Gilbert, Arizona. Okay, you're answering Ping's question from a while ago. Freedom Fan says, also, what do you include in the bag? Just the packing slip? No packing slips. No packing slips. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm actually coming out with a shipping video, Freedom Fan. It's not in the editor yet, but the video film footage is on my computer. So I'm going to probably edit it after I take this to the post office and then maybe take like a little snack break. Or maybe lift. I may lift and then edit. That's probably what I'm going to do. But it's basically what I use for shipping, but no packing slips. But it shows all the different forms of shipping that I use and the reasons behind it. Okay, let's go. This one. This is Ariat. You got me saying Ariat instead of Ariat. Short sleeve button shirt. It's this kind of print. And the nose continues to itch, dude. It's the worst, dude. Okay. This is 8 ounces. 8 ounces. I wonder if I can just I should just bring my nose. I have this round cutter thing, and it gets all the nose hairs, and I do it every so often, when they grow. But I'm not going to do it on camera. It's in the other room. This sold for $18 plus $8.99 shipping. Ariat's pretty strong. The short sleeves, you can list them at $29.99, and sometimes they'll hit for that, close to 40. But a lot of times I do like $24.99. I think it's a good price. Ah, man, I'm getting kind of hot too, man. Hour and a half, and we got 2 more items. That's good. That's good. Beatrice, we're back on the coffee talk. She says, no liquor, just sugar. Creamer, whipped cream, milk, quinoa, like Starbucks at home. I try a black once and I'm like, ooh, no. Okay, so Beatrice just has milk, sugar, whipped cream, and some other stuff, and adds a little bit of coffee. Thriftaholic, with activewear pants like joggers, I stick to vintage. Okay, yeah. Amigenes. That's an account name, Amigenes. What's the lowest on totem pole brand you pick up at the bins? I do not shop at the bins. I do not shop at the bins. Stop asking me that. Stop assuming that. Just because I have low dollar sales doesn't mean I shop at the bins, man. But the lowest brand I pick up, it really comes down to the money, right? Like I don't like to pick up anything that doesn't sell for at least $20. Like if I buy something for $1 and it sells for 15, I sometimes pick it up. It's got to sell for the right amount. I don't care what brand it is. I've sold Massimo. I've sold Murano. I've sold some pretty low end brands. It just depends on the price they sell for. I got a text message. I gotta check the old phone. Okay, it's my mom. She wanted me to find her an airbed, and we didn't have one. She said they found one. So my brother's coming in town with his family not next week, but the week after. So that'll be pretty fun. He has 3 kids, man, and they're all under like 7 or 8, 7. I don't know how the old deal is. 8, maybe 7. Sorry, Nora. Her name's Nora. I don't remember. She just had her birthday too. That's why I'm a little confused. Okay, so this is a Wrangler Rock 47 long sleeve pearl snap shirt. It sold for $14.49 plus shipping. Wrangler Rock 47 is a pretty fancy, a little bit better looking than their regular stuff. They sell for pretty decent money. It's not you don't find it all the time, but it's good when you do. They got women's stuff too, and I don't remember if the women's pearl snaps sell for much money. Just don't remember. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thriftaholics like sharing the pain on the nose hairs. It's crazy. I have really long eyelashes too. And my son, he has really long eyelashes too. And like people are just like, wow, his eyelashes are so long. And I was just like, I did that. Those are my genes or my descendants' genes. Whatever. Thriftaholic, I sold on Whatnot for a little while and found it only good to move items unless you have a huge following and pretty much break even rather than focus more on my eBay store, really. I'd almost rather run garage sales than Whatnot. I think garage sales are powerful because Whatnot, you can use your persuasion, but garage sales, if you can talk, you can really talk somebody. And like this one gentleman, and I really hope I got this on camera because I'm going to show you the yard sale. He kept looking at this long sleeve pearl snap shirt and he picked it up and then he put it back down and he had another shirt in his hand. And right when he came to pay for the shirt, I said, oh, you're not picking up the pearl snap? And then he went over and grabbed it and bought it for $3. Like it was cool. That kind of stuff. Because I was just like, dude, you're not picking that up. Like you knew he was on the fence about it, and that little bit is what got the sale. So the vinyl sound. Looking forward to that video about shipping. I'm learning a ton from you. Yeah, it'll be edited. I'll probably edit it pretty quick because most of it I did it in one take. So one take was up here showing the receptacles I ship them in, and then the other one was a screen share with my camera or with my box up in the top, and then me just going over like the shipping windows. The problem with it is I got to block out like the addresses of people, and those little bit of edits take a little bit of time. So, but I think it'll be okay. I'm getting a little bit better at editing. So Red Boy Hollywood is polo button-up t-shirts good for sale. Polo button-up t-shirts like Ralph Lauren short sleeve button shirts, or like a collared polo that has the buttons on it, but it's not like I don't know. Yes, I sell a lot of button ups if that's the question. I mean, that's like my main category. I think on the percentage of like sales of categories, that was number one was button ups for sure. I think. I don't know if they separate it by casual or what. I think so. I think it was casual button up shirts. This is a Wrangler George Strait white and gray plaid, sold for $13 plus $8.99 shipping. So, yeah, that Wrangler George Strait, Wrangler Rock 47, those are like the little higher end stuff for Wrangler. Ooh, and it's 8.1 ounces. Some of it's the beard too. I feel like the beard traps in a lot of stuff, and like sometimes those hairs like kind of like cause my cheeks to itch, which causes like other parts of my face to itch. So you kind of got to battle that. That's why I had to cut my hair. You see my older videos with that long hair. You want to talk about itchy, like that hair in the summer here, it's a 90, 100-degree day, and you got long hair on your head. Good luck, man. Let's see. Yeah, so it's right at 8 ounces now. Put this on up. Okay. So get your questions in because we're done with the box. So last bit of questions, and I'll stay for a few more minutes. We'll talk it out. Talk it out. We talk it out. We talk it out. We talk it out. Y'all watch Stomp the Yard, like the walk it out scene. It's awesome. Okay. Let's get the label on. I'll finish reading. Ah, shoot. The last one, I got silly with it and messed up. That's okay. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Bring the mic. This is my microphone. Bring it in the center frame. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? John Cosgrove. Itchy nose means you're going to get in a fight. Oh, I'm already fighting with the nose, man. Thrift listing is my downfall. I stay consistent, but I'm so much about perfection. I only get 11 tops done a day. I want to get to 15 a day average, but I have it hard to find quality items. Finding it hard to find quality items, absolutely. That's why I sell like mediocre to low end items. Just sell a lot of them. So, but yeah, if you're OCD, you're like perfectionist, it can be tough. It can be tough. From the horror stories I've heard in my area, I will not go to the bins. Yeah, it's just not my jam. People always think I'm a bin shopper, though. Like, do I have an old hat on or like a ratty shirt, a vintage shirt? Like, no. I do wear cargo pants, though. Caleb Orr, I work full-time and also do college after work. I'm wondering if I should continue selling on eBay for extra cash. Debating if it's worth it. With $600 profit in 6 months, it has been fun. Any tips? Well, I know college is expensive, so if you have enough money where you don't need the extra cash, I wouldn't do it. But if you need the money, I mean, it's a good way to make some money. I don't know. Maybe just do it like an hour a day or something, or just on the weekends. I used to do it just on I used to do it like on the weekends, and then I would do it after work. But yeah, if you got a lot going on, man, it's whatever. And you got a bunch of clothes. Yeah, I know, Caleb. I know Caleb's. He's nearby. Barb Schaefer Property Wizard. that's a intimidating name. Sending some offers out while listing. Yeah, I bulk offer send. I base off the price of the item and then I send. But yeah, that's awesome. I love sending offers out. Freedom Fan. I'm an everything seller still. I've always hated selling clothes because of the measuring, but I saw a video of your process, so I may start since I find a lot of what you sell. Yeah. I hated clothes too in the beginning. I thought it was a pain in the butt. But now I love clothes and I sell them all the time. Ping G says, instead of throwing packages on the floor, why not throw it into a bag or a box? Somebody mentioned that before, like have like a laundry basket or like the bag, like the post office bag. So like this is the bag, right? The problem with it is it doesn't stay stood up. So I could have it next to me, right? But the thing about it is whenever I put them in this bag, which I could show you on camera, but I don't know if you guys care to see that. I put all of like either the priority mails on the bottom or I'll put all of the first class on the bottom because you want them separated so that it's not like mixed up. The post office workers absolutely like whenever it's kind of separate in their things. And honestly, it only takes me like 10 seconds to put them in there. Well, like let's say like 20 seconds to just throw them in there real fast. I just get on my knee and I go, and Yeah, I really don't. I mean, it just seems just as easy to do it that way rather than like every time I do the label, grab the bag, throw it in there. The bag kind of falls and then you grab the bag again and throw it. It seems like it's a little slower. So it's almost like batching, right? Like I'm batch putting them in there rather than making it another little task. So it's a good question though. And I bet you, if I had like a giant container and I just put them in there with the bag, like hang around the side, it'd be easier. But then I'd have a giant container next to me and kind of a small room. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed this live shipping video. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get the nose hairs worked on after this, and I'm gonna go to the post office, and then I'm probably gonna work out, and then I'm gonna work on that shipping video. So prepare for an edited video for me. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope everyone had a good time. I'll see you next time.